News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. Well, first off, it's been an active weather week here in Maine. The latest winter weather system is blanketing the state with another layer of snow.
That's right, and all this messy weather is making road conditions pretty slick across the region. Here's a look from earlier today on Route 1 in Stockton Springs, where fresh snow turned the road into a winter wonderland and a bit slippy as well. Taking a look at Bar Harbor, conditions on Eagle Lake Road were so bad officials had to shut down the roadway for a period of time to make it safer for motorists. And then in Lucerne, the poor conditions backed up traffic for a long stretch along Route 1A. You could definitely see some motorists had a few issues there as well. So certainly a difficult day to be on the road. We hope everybody is safe and sound at this time.
Absolutely. And just a reminder for anyone who does have any more commuting to do to be extra careful. Give yourself that extra time.
Yeah, for sure. And in the meantime, let's get a first check of our forecast and see what else is coming our way this evening.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over 70 years. Look at these visibilities. Once again, another round of snow has arrived. We do have visibilities at around 1 mile here in town. Millinocket, less than a mile. By the coast, though, things are slightly better. We do have around 2.5 to even 3 mile visibilities. But overall picture, it is snowing outside. Those heavier bands of snow are a little bit up north. Let's say just north of Millinocket area and south of the Caribou area. Those darker blue colors do indicate some pretty moderate snow. Winds are not a big issue. This is more of a fluffier snow. Here in town, though, more of a wetter snow. But up north, more on the fluffy end. That is blowing around slightly, but not a big issue to really reduce those visibilities as much. Tonight, though, we finally start to clear up. Temperatures will continue to cool off, so there will be some icy spots by those morning hours. Beth and Peter?
All right, Conrad, thanks so much.
Indeed.
Well, after an hour-long discussion by the jury, Ronald Harding was found guilty of manslaughter.
Is Ronald Harding, the defendant at the bar, guilty or not guilty of the offense of manslaughter? Guilty. Investigation, and the case will be very soon.
What happened? Who did it?
Manslaughter after causing the death of his 6-week-old son Jaden by violently shaking the child on Memorial Day in 2021. Kayla Hartley, the baby's mother, performed CPR on the baby prior to paramedics arriving on scene. Emergency crews transported Jaden to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center, where the baby was pronounced dead. The decision came after defense attorney William Ash and Assistant Attorney General Leanne Robbins gave their closing statements on the case today. The verdict was based on several factors, including medical evidence that showed subdermal hemorrhaging of Jaden's brain. Harding could face up to 30 years in prison without bail. A sentencing date has not yet been set.
Meanwhile, a man charged in a decades-old case pleaded guilty to murder this afternoon. Gerald Goodale was sentenced to 32.5 years in prison for the death of 20-year-old Janet Brochu of Waterville in 1987. Police say Brochu was out with friends on Christmas Eve but separated from her group and disappeared. Her body was found in the Sebasticook River in Pittsfield in March of 1988. Police say Goodale was part of the original investigation, but new evidence helped prosecutors bring the case to a grand jury. He was charged with her murder in 2021. Brochu's family members say they are happy with the sentence and that it will help bring them some closure.
Justice was partially served. You know, of course, we all die and we all get judged, right? But again, I forgave him for his part, what he did to me and my family. And I also can say that for my uncle and my aunt, that they wanted to know for sure who did it. But I know what type of people they were, and they would have forgiven him too.
Goodale is already serving time for the 1988 killing of Geraldine Finn. Today's sentence will run concurrently with his present sentence. He could be released from prison in 2041 at the earliest. He would be in his 80s at that point.
The Piscataquis County Grand Jury has indicted a Guilford man for attempted murder. 41-year-old Tori Littlefield was arrested in January of 2022 after police received a 911 call from a woman claiming Littlefield had assaulted her, shot at her, and threatened to burn their home down. The woman told police Littlefield woke her up because he was mad the electricity in the house wasn't working. He allegedly shot at her 3 times. Penobscot County District Attorney Chris Alme says when police arrived, they were able to see bullet holes and found a shell casing. Littlefield was also indicted on a variety of other charges, including domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon, and criminal mischief.
Well, the Maine Supreme Judicial Court set aside the sentence of a man convicted of murdering another man outside a Bangor nightclub. 37-year-old Rayshawn Moore was found guilty in the stabbing death of 25-year-old Demetrius Snow. It happened in the parking lot of the half-acre nightclub on Harlow Street back in 2020. The justices upheld Moore's conviction. However, they agreed with his attorney that the judge in the case should not have considered the fact that Moore decided to go to trial, as assignee had no remorse, which was a possible factor in his sentence.
Sullivan Select Board Chairman Michael Pinkham resigned from his board position and his role as harbor master on February 27th, following the resignation of Sullivan Town Manager Stacy Tozier. Pinkham claimed that the job had become too stressful for him to continue. He says he tried to make effective changes during his time in that role and that he didn't want to resign, but felt that it was the right call given the frustrations he experienced.
It's a very thankless job to be a public official in town. And the only satisfaction you get out of it is knowing that you're trying to do things right. And because you certainly don't, some towns you don't get paid to be selectmen. In Sullivan you get paid a small fee, but the amount of time that it takes and the stress that it puts on you to get everything done is just overwhelming.
Now, despite his resignation, Pinkham says Sullivan is a great place to live and he will continue to volunteer throughout the town in his spare time. He also says that he hopes the board will find a good candidate to fill that role.
A federal court is allowing an active petitioner to weigh in on a lawsuit against his town. Federal Judge Lance Walker has granted Charlie Sidman the title of intervener in a lawsuit against the town of Bar Harbor. Following a vote that would limit the number of cruise ship passengers allowed in the town to a maximum of 1,000, a group of local businesses filed a suit against the town to overturn that decision. Sidman was an avid supporter of the regulation and says he filed to be an intervener in the case to be the voice for all those in the town who also voted in support of limiting cruise ship passengers.
We are now at the table. We have a full-fledged seat at the family table. We participate in any mediation. We participate in discovery. We participate in fully if it gets into a courtroom.
Well, at this time, the lawsuit is still pending in court and the limit remains in place. Sidman believes that the court case could be resolved by next fall.
Something we'll definitely be following there.
Yeah, definitely a highly contentious issue in that town and really for the region.
Absolutely. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll hear from a student of the Bangor Literacy Volunteers on what the organization means to them.
And the Fishermen's Forum was in person for the first time since 2020. We'll have the details, those stories, and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan. Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home.
Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
When your V-neck looks more like a U-neck, that's when you know it's half washed. Downy has 7 benefits that condition and smooth fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. Feel the difference with Downy.
When Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful, we will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Literacy Volunteers of Bangor is dedicated to helping people learn to read and write, no matter their age or ability. And tonight we have a chance to highlight some of the work that they've done. Meet Cindy Duell. Up until 7 years ago, Cindy had a hard time reading and writing. She says she was bullied and called names throughout her childhood. She entered foster care at age 16 and then a year later decided to quit school. And then one day her husband saw a commercial for Literacy Volunteers of Bangor. She found her tutor there, and today she is one of many success stories. And she says Literacy Volunteers has changed her life.
I get to read different books. I can read prescriptions now. I can read stuff at the grocery store. I can read instructions on a bag to cook something. My life is awesome. It has gone from I want to say living in hell to living in this happy, beautiful world.
Just an amazing change there for her, and Literacy Volunteers wants you to know that it's never too late to learn to read or write. You can head to lvbangor.org to learn more.
Well, an important Maine industry event is back in person for the first time since 2020. Our David Ledford reeled in the details.
The 48th Annual Fishermen's Forum kicked off on Thursday at the Samoset Resort in Rockport. The event brings together fishermen, scientists, and seafood dealers from across New England to discuss the latest issues affecting the industry.
It's a place to break down barriers and really get to know the issues much better in a more informal, laid-back atmosphere.
The three-day forum started with Shellfish Focus Day, which included seminars ranging from growing clams to offshore wind energy. Industry professionals also began prepping for the popular trade show, which will run on both Friday and Saturday. Some exhibitors spoke about the value the event brings to Maine.
I think our biggest goal with the Fishermen's Forum is to reach out to young people who are getting into fisheries and aquaculture and see how we can provide resources for them, help train them and get them the support that they need to start new businesses on the working waterfront.
New industry talks will take place each day, including discussions about Maine lobsters and endangered right whales.
The fishing industry and the commercial marine industry and aquaculture is so critically important to Maine. It is so important to our economy, and you can't take anything for granted. You really do need to participate. Honestly, don't take it for granted. Participate, participate, participate. And this is the place to do it.
The forum is also a family-friendly event through and through. Kids will be treated to an open family swim, movie screenings each afternoon and evening, crafts, and more. The forum will wrap up with a seafood banquet on Saturday. In Rockport, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
But that was exciting for those folks to finally be able to get to do all of that in person and to actually have dialogue face-to-face. Great.
A lot to catch up on over the last few years, too. I'm sure there were some very intriguing stories to be told and also conversations to be had there as well.
And much more to be done as well.
Indeed.
All righty.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll have a story on a Waldo County community organization that's looking to improve self-esteem and body image among local kids.
And in sports, led by underclassmen, Ellsworth Girls Hoops is preparing for their first state title game in more than 30 years. We'll have that story right after the break.
And remember, no line safe to touch, ever.
For years I've warned you that no power lines were safe to touch ever. But the politicians behind Pine Tree Power weren't listening. They want a government takeover of our power grid. and with a cost of $13.5 billion. We're going to be on the hook for that. It could mean higher taxes or cuts to critical services we use every day. Pine Tree Power is a risk Mainers can't afford, ever.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals, and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
Looking to buy your first RV? Harvey RV and Marine offers a free starter kit with every RV and camper they sell. All the necessities to get you started and a complete orientation on all the features of your new RV. With over 150 years of combined experience outfitting RVs with the most trusted brands, hundreds to choose from, all backed by our certified technicians. Our no-pressure sales team is ready to help. So come see why our business is built on repeat customers. Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll start out on the hardwood. On Wednesday, Newport's own Cooper Flagg was named a Naismith All-American. Flagg, who helped bring Nokomis their first ever boys gold ball last year, was named to the Naismith High School Boys All-American second team as just a sophomore. He's the only player from Montverde Academy to be named to either the first, second, or third teams. Flagg is also just one of 2 sophomores to be named as an All-American, joining fellow top recruit Cameron Boozer on the list. Cooper is averaging just under 10 points a game with 9.8. It is stuffing the stat sheet too, averaging 5 boards, 3 assists, 1.6 steals, and 2.2 blocks a night. Okay, now let's stay on the hardwood for a little gold ball preview. Ellsworth girls are B North champions, and they'll play Spruce Mountain this weekend for their first state title. Getting there took some growth in more ways than one.
We're going for a gold ball. That's insane.
Ellsworth girls basketball is playing for their first state title in history this weekend after beating top seed Old Town in the B North final.
Well, I cried, but there are tears of happiness. I mean, it was really exciting. It was very overwhelming.
It was a back and forth affair all game, but a late run sealed the victory for the Eagles.
It was crazy to pull ahead in the last minute, so it was a lot of emotion and a lot of just not processing what had just happened. It didn't really hit me until a couple days after that we had just won another main championship.
But they did, not without some adjusting. The team's lack of experience showed at the start, but in the latter half of the year, the chemistry bloomed. 7
sophomores, 2 freshmen, 2 juniors, and a senior. So very, very young, very inexperienced, and that was my biggest worry.
We didn't really trust each other with the ball. It would be 1 or 2 people scoring, and now it's everyone scoring.
And that growth on the court as players led to even more growth off the court as a family.
This is the closest team I've ever been on. Everyone really likes each other. Everyone's best friends. We're sisters, and it's great. And that's a really big reason of why we won.
That and the legion of Eagles fans that flocked to the Cross Center to see their girls play.
We had so many people show out for us, and I am honestly so grateful for that because we always have trouble getting people to come to our games.
Everyone's always at the guys' games because they're very good, but it took us a while to get the recognition I think that we deserved.
And winning the gold ball would be the ultimate way to cap off an unbeatable unbelievable season.
It would mean everything to me. I honestly do believe we want it more. I've been watching a lot of Spruce Mountain game tape. We don't know a lot about the team, so we're just kind of preparing for everything that could possibly get thrown at us and just sticking to what's been working and have a lot planned, and it's going to be great.
Okay, good luck to them. Let's do some hockey now. Up at the Alfond, the Black Bears are looking to close out the final weekend of the regular season strong as they gear up for the Hockey East playoffs. Right now, Maine is the 6th-ranked team in the conference with just two games to go. They could get as high as 4 and miss the play-in round altogether. The Black Bears have gone now 7 straight games without a loss, sweeping Boston College last weekend, and now UMass comes to town, Ben Barr's previous team. And when asked about his time in Amherst, he had nothing but positive things to say.
The last 3 years I was there was such a great time in my life, not only in hockey, but we had our first child. My wife and I had our first, so I have nothing but great memories. And Coach Carvel and Josh Penn and everyone that was there. I don't get sentimental about a lot of things, but that was phenomenal.
The Black Bears are honoring a few seniors this weekend who could be playing their last games in Orono. And this class has been through a lot, from the COVID year to losing late head coach Red Gendron to a tough season last year. And talking with Captain Jacob Sirota, Maine hockey has definitely impacted him more than just on the ice.
It's been tremendous, going from a freshman and in my half a freshman year, and then trying to become one of the leaders, the following years, and going through all the COVID stuff. There's been so much that's happened, and it definitely is a big part of my life, and I definitely grew as a person through it. To be part of that process is just amazing.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Our main weather today for Thursday is brought to you by C&K Variety. Stop by C&K Variety in Herman today for hand-tossed pizza, subs, salads, and more. C&K Variety, your local go-to convenience store. All right, folks, we made it. We do have some winter storm warnings in the area right about here, just east of town. All these locations indicated here in the pink. Bangor, though, here in town, though, we do have some winter weather advisories. But look just to the east of that. Just to the west of that, Waterville, winter storm watches. Another round of snow will be moving in Saturday, so get ready. That's going to be the heavier stuff. Right now, though, things are starting to improve. We will have a couple of more snow showers on the back end of this. The snow is going to continue to move down south and east, and then we will all get in on a little bit more snow. But overall, though, temperatures near the freezing mark, not a big snow event. The bigger one will be arriving for Saturday. Most of this is starting to wind down the northern part of our state. Does still have a little bit heavier snow, I would say more on the moderate end with those darker blue colors, visibility down to half a mile or less in some spots. We finally clear up by the overnight hours tonight, more so into the morning hours tomorrow, so just right after midnight. Then we'll have some decrease in clouds. It's going to look nice, but not for long. Another low-pressure system is right behind it, and that's going to arrive, I would say, Friday night into Saturday morning, more on the Saturday morning time frame, around maybe 1 to 3 a.m., and then it really starts to pick up in intensity, lasting throughout the day on Saturday. And that's going to be the event that's going to bring just a little bit more snow. So those winter storm watches are in effect just south of us. Same thing just to the south and west of us, where a lot of snow can be piling up. Some places will even see over 6 inches of snowfall. Still several days away, so we'll keep an eye on that. But as it does look right now, Saturday into Saturday night, into the morning hours on Sunday, that's when we'll have our next round of snow. Temperatures, I feel like we are on repeat again. We are warm. Once again, that warmer air made its way up, but not quite as up north where we are. Temperatures here in town today, closer to the freezing mark, so it wasn't looking too bad with a little bit of snow. But the East Coast, New York City, D.C., back into those spring-like temperatures. Wow. So like I said, our high temperature earlier was close to 33, 34 degrees. Now, same story. We're hovering close to that freezing mark. Our average high, though, should be around 36 degrees this time of year. So check this out. Tomorrow, we're near average. Saturday, once that heavier snow moves in, below average, and then we slowly start to climb, and then we'll pretty much be hovering near average or slightly above average into beginning to middle of next week. Tonight, though, snow showers early, then we start to clear up. Temperatures around 22 degrees. Tomorrow, another nice day. Temperatures in those mid-30s. Mostly sunny skies, though, so finally those clouds will start to move out of the area. Our extended forecast outlook does show the snow in the region on Saturday, lasting pretty much all throughout the day. Check out Sunday, though. We are in the clear into Monday, and same thing into Tuesday. Possibly a couple of lingering flurries by Tuesday. Beth and Peter?
All right, for the most part, though, we're looking at a nice clear stretch maybe on the back end of the 5-day.
Yeah, and a breather tomorrow before that second round of snow comes. Or I shouldn't say second because it's been just consecutive rounds.
Over and over and over
yeah.
again. Yeah, the next one.
Exactly.
Right. Well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Tonight's Doc Report is brought to you by Maine Valve, with more than 30 years of experience across the state of Maine, providing top quality real estate services.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pod's Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard Packaging.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
ABC 7, Fox 22, and Next Home Experience want to send you to see the professional bull riders performing March 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Register to win 2 tickets at our website. Come out of the gate hot this year. With selling your home, like riding a bull, the market can be a bumpy ride, but our Next Homies are here to make it as smooth as possible. Get your tickets, get looped, and get sold. With Next Home Experience, your humans over houses realtors.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Tonight, with tornado threats rising and millions in the path of more snow, rain, and hail, keeping an eye on where the extreme weather strikes next, more Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, finally tonight, a local community initiative is still looking for donations to help dreams come true. The Cinderella Project, based out of the Waldo Community Action Program, is in need of more plus-size prom dress donations. According to the president and CEO of the Maine Cinderella Project, Donna Kelly, all donations are welcomed and can be dropped off at any day's jewelers' locations.
The goal of the Cinderella Project of Maine is we want to promote self-esteem and positive body image, and we welcome any student to these events. We're LGBTQ plus friendly, we welcome all students, and we want to make sure that there's a wide variety of dresses for everybody to choose from.
Right now, the Maine Cinderella Project is gearing up for its first giveaway event, which will be at the Wentworth Event Center on April 15th. If you don't have any dresses to donate but would still like to give to the cause, monetary donations can be made through the Waldo CAP website. Just a great initiative, and always good to promote positive body image for everyone, young and old.
Well, in those types of events, prom, homecoming, I mean, those are sort of pivotal events for many young people, and no matter what type of garment you want for those events, everyone should have access to what they need or what they want, so that they can present themselves as they choose to.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see an organization stepping up and enabling that process so that you don't have to miss out.
Exactly. Yeah. And so many memories can be made. You know, I definitely talk with my friends about our prom night, and still to this day. So
mine was a few minutes ago, and I still remember mine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, here's to an eventful and fun prom season for all.
Indeed, and that's going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC 7, take care and have a great night.